And so there has been a lot of talk about your age and the age difference between you two.
Yeah.
What do you say to the critics? What do you say to the detractors? What do you say to the people who are saying, frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28?
Well, I'm beautiful. That's all I can say.
That's good enough for us. You do look to be in great shape. How is the training camp going? Because we see the 30-second clips with Rafael Cordero and your whole team, but could you give us a little more insight into how things are going?
I'm doing great, but my body is shit right now. I'm sore. Yeah, I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
Well, you look to be in fantastic shape, and it's great to see you up here. Jake, how hard was it to put this fight together, to get him to agree to fight you? It sounds like he was game from the jump, but how hard was it?
Yeah, no, he was game. I think he's always wanted to do this. This has been a long time coming. We've been calling each other out for years, and we finally got to make it happen on Netflix, the biggest platform in the world, and things just keep on getting bigger and better. The co-main event, I mean, this is quite literally history that we're looking at right here, and Mike wanted this. Mike wanted it to be a pro fight. He wants the war, and so I respect that. I respect them for taking this fight, for stepping up to try to put an end to me. Because that's what all these fighters have been trying to do, is end the YouTuber. And if Mike can do that, then he's a hero.
Is that the goal here? Are you trying to put an end to Jake Paul?
Well, no, I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
The sentiment seems to be that, Jake. Every person that I speak to who's around kind of my age says, I hope Mike Tyson, for lack of a better word, beats you the hell up, right? I mean, just like completely ends your boxing career. Do you sense that sentiment from the public as well?
For sure, I think it's 50-50, I truly believe that there's a lot of people who, see me as an arrogant asshole, which I can be sometimes, but I'm just having fun and entertaining the world. And I do think that the older generation wants people to see Mike knock me out, but at the end of the day, I also have the kids, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college students rooting for me and want to see me and Mike.
What about this deal with Netflix? How did this come about? Unprecedented, never before. This is their first entry into the world of live combat sports. How did you and Nikisa get it done?
Yeah, look, it's most valuable promotions that have been changing the game since we came into the promotional business, and we just continue to level up and do things differently and see gaps in the market that no one else has identified. And we wanted to work with Netflix. They liked the idea and see the vision in what we're building, what type of events we can put on. And this is quite literally the biggest fight of the 21st century because of the fact that it's Mike Tyson versus me, but also the fact that it's in 700 million households, Netflix for free for everyone who's a subscriber to watch.
Okay, so Mike Tyson's 58 years old, so we're getting played here. We're getting played, right? I mean, we could see all the training videos online of Mike Tyson hitting the pads at 1,000 miles per hour, and where he's looking like the fierce, aggressive Mike Tyson in his prime. The fact of the matter is, guys, there's a reason that Mike Tyson's saying, hey, my body's really hurting me. Hey, I love Jake Paul, and he's coming off as like this nice guy rather than like the fierce monster god of war that we're accustomed to. And it's because he's 1,000 years old and he's doing this to get a check. And he wants people to understand that. Because right now people online are seeing these training videos and they're going, oh my God, Jake Paul is going to get annihilated. And Mike Tyson's saying, hey guys, I know that you're expecting that, but the reality is I'm a quadrillion years old. I was walking around with a cane last year. I was offered a ton of money for a fight. And I'm going to collect a check and then walk away. But it's 2-minute rounds. Why do you think it's 2-minute rounds? Because Mike Tyson is 100 years old. He can't go longer than 2 minutes. And Jake Paul knows this. That the fight is set. This is going to go the distance, okay? Nobody wants to see Mike Tyson get knocked out. I said this before. It's going to go the distance. Jake Paul's going to win by decision. And everyone's going to move on with their lives. Jake Paul, look, man, I'm happy. All the respect in the world. He takes the sport, very seriously from a training perspective. But, as far as from a boxing, like a real boxing career perspective, it's just very peculiar. I understand wanting to just get your bag every single fight you have, but then just say that. Just say that's what you're trying to do. I don't understand the approach of being, I want to be a world champion boxer and then fight 58-year-old Mike Tyson. What's next? Like KSI? What? Canelo? I would watch Canelo. I would watch Jake Paul versus Canelo. Jake Paul's not going to win, but I would watch the fight. That would make a lot of money. Oh my God. Canelo Alvarez would annihilate Jake Paul. I'd watch it though. I would watch it. But that should be the fight right now. Nobody wants to see an old Mike Tyson lose to Jake Paul. Like Jake Paul, even if he gets destroyed by Canelo, it's still kind of a win. You know, he could say he survived Canelo. I don't understand the upside besides the financial perspective of this fight.